Hey. And I've had him on some back roads. I don't let him drive more. And
Test, test.
13, I was learning to drive manual in South Africa.
Test, test.
how hard was it to learn to drive the other thing? Because the gears in my uncle said the same
Test,
gears.
test. Okay.
Not much.
It's gonna be a long day for out there.
Green space, get in front of my face so I can look at your face. Senator Woodrum, if you're here, please come on up. Mr. Scott. Clayton. Come here, you. Hey, Tim, do you have sound? Cool. Yeah. Come on over, guys. Come on in front of me. Don't be to the side, please. Come in front. These are very important instructions that we're going to give you.
They planted this grass just for
I can't hear you. You got to talk louder.
If someone's going to talk, just make sure they stand to the right of you. So the mic picks them up for the live stream.
Got it. So you stand on the right of me.
Is there still stragglers around the corner? Or is this everybody? Tell them to walk faster, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right.
30-minute penalties are starting to be handed out.
That's mean. We got 13 minutes, technically.
Oh, that's true. It was supposed to start till 8:30. Okay. Ask Rich how many people are behind him.
Hey, Rich, how many people are behind you? How many people are behind you coming?
15 or so.
Okay, thank you. All right, guys, we're going to head and just do some introductory things. So I want to say thank you all for being here. It means the world to myself and Sean. Who's first time? Anybody first time?
Wow.
Nice.
You're in for a treat.
You are in for a treat. Who drove more than 10 hours to get here? Raise your hand. Anybody more than 12 hours? 10, so 10 hours is up to 12? 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Say again? 17, 7 hours. Let's give this guy a big round of applause. You're going to finish this one, buddy. I have faith. All right, before we get started, I have two very important gentlemen behind me that I wanted to give the floor to before we get this thing started. These two gentlemen right here, they've believed in BackRoads of Appalachia for quite a long time now, and I can't thank them enough, so please give them a round of applause as they come on up. Senator Woodruff, you first, sir.
Thanks, sir. Thank you. Before the mayor welcomes you to Hinton and Summers County, I want to enlist your help. So we all know how important this is to us. And we also know what kind of importance this can be as far as an industry to the state of West Virginia. I need you to help me get the rest of the legislature to understand that. So those of you that live here, your local legislators, House and Senate, if you can talk to them about how important this kind of activity is and how much economic development it'll bring to West Virginia, please do so. If you're out of state, pick up the phone, call the governor's office.
Write an email.
Emails, yeah.
Letters.
Emails, letters, any of the above, we can do it all. But just badger everybody and help us get this through. We work hard at it. He works extremely hard at it. He's at the Capitol almost every day of session working this. But budgets are still budgets. People on the finance committee, we struggle funding everything we want to fund. This is something we've been trying to fund for a long time, and we've had a little bit of success, but not the amount of success that we want to have. And we really want to turn this into something that you'll be coming to for many years, be bringing your children to. Anyway, thank you all for coming.
Senator Woodrum, Senator Jack David Woodrum, everyone. The second most important person here, Mayor Jack Scott of Hinton, everyone.
Thank you, Jed. That's a lie. Where's my wife at? Hey, listen, thank you guys for coming back again. I want to thank Senator Woodrum for his support of this event. Our third year? Is that correct?
Third year, yeah.
Third year. How many have been here for all 3 years?
Nice.
Hey,
Some
that's
few
great.
returning. Nice.
That's great. Welcome to Hinton. Welcome to West Virginia. We hope you love our little town, and I hope you enjoy the trip that you're going on. I looked at the map a minute ago, and man, you're getting to see some beautiful places here in West Virginia. So we hope you enjoy yourself. We hope you're safe when you're out there. Please respect the folks that live out on these country roads. They're not used to seeing 200 and 300 vehicles come by in a 24-hour period. So, but we're so thankful for you coming, and we hope you'll come back every year. BackRoads Appalachia has just done a phenomenal job. These guys deserve a big hand. Let's give them a big hand for all the work they do. So I'm thankful to be a part of it again this year. And again, these guys worked their tail off for this. They're excited. I've never seen anyone more excited about what they do than these guys. And you can tell by the way they organize things here. And I know they have a lot of help. So thank you all. Hope you have a great time. We'll see you on Sunday.
That's right. Everyone's going to be at the reception Sunday, right? Yeah, that's right. So if you are lucky enough to be one of our top finishers, I believe there's some keys, maybe? You have some keys? Yeah. All right. We've got some keys to the city we're going to give out. So, again, a big round of applause for Senator Woodrum, Mayor Scott. Big thanks to them. Technically, we have 8 minutes, so we're going to play some games. All right, so we asked about the furthest one. Who's the closest one? Anybody 20 minutes away? 20 minutes away? 30 minutes away? Nice. All right. 3 minutes? Nice. We like that too. It's good stuff. So kind of going back to what Senator Woodrum was talking about, economic development. You guys being here, you're going to spend a lot of money to be here, and we really appreciate that. It means a lot. It also means a lot to these small businesses that you're supporting. Those dollars, when you spend them, they usually get spent 3 to 7 times over. So the money that you spend here multiplies a lot. On average, these events equate to about $1 million to $1.5 million of economic impact. So that's a big thank you from all of us here at BackRoads of Appalachia in the state of West Virginia. So give yourselves a round of applause for even being here. especially with fuel being as high as it is. So, it's been a tough year for us, honestly, because it's so expensive to travel. So just by you being here simply is a big thank you to Sean and I and the whole team. Let's talk about our team real quick. Volunteers, raise your hands. Volunteers, raise your hands. So without these folks, we couldn't do this. So give them a big round of applause. If you have the misfortune of having to call on one of our volunteers, you make sure you give them plenty of hugs and high fives because they are here on their own dime to help you guys make sure you finish that or go across the finish line. So I make sure you give them big high fives. Let's talk about the route a little bit. So in the past couple events, we haven't had a very high finish rate. And there's a lot of different things to attribute to that. A lot of it being weather and really not so much us trying to make the course so hard.
Weather and then weather
But then weather and weather and weather. But I think we're going to have some favorable conditions over the next 24 to 36 hours. So really excited about that. Might get a little rain tonight, so hopefully it'll keep the dust down. The first lap, you are going to see some of the most beautiful country, just like what Mayor Scott was saying. And you're also going to be going through a lot of the stomping grounds that I grew up in. So I'd really encourage you guys to take your time, take pictures, and please share those on social media. And please tag 24 Hours of Appalachia and BackRoads of Appalachia because that helps us a ton as well. On lap 2, it's going to get a little spicy. It's probably going to be a little dark too. The coalfield region lends itself well to OHVs. You're going to see some of the more spicy, more technical sections in lap 2. So definitely use your head. You're going to be tired. Make good decisions. If you start getting tired and start making mistakes, stop. It is not worth your life or someone else's life because you're trying to be a hero. All right? As far as
that one water crossing, we got to talk to him about that.
Oh yeah, there's a water crossing. The water crossing that is of concern is on lap 1. However, we've had a few days for the water to recede. If you haven't seen the news, we had some pretty bad flooding in the central part of the state. So after the event, if anyone's looking to go volunteer, we'd encourage you guys to reach out to Sean or Ryan. We can kind of help direct you on that. But anyway, where we're going is not so bad. But the water crossing that I'm talking about is on Anglin's Creek near Hominy Falls, West Virginia. It's so the UTVs, you guys want to hit that first. So please reach out to us and let us know how it is. If we need to reroute, we can. But I think we'll be all right. As far as any other water crossings, you should be just fine. Now there are some mud holes out there too. Who likes mud? I hate mud personally. But anyway, all the mud holes out there are pretty benign, especially on lap 1. You will come out of Watauga State Park and start heading south. There's a pretty muddy section through there. If you can go around them, go around them. If you're on big tires, then go for it. There's plenty of winch points, I promise you. And those trees are well used. Let's talk about the most important part. And what is that? Safety. Safety. What is our maximum allowed speed? 60 miles per hour. If you exceed 60 miles per hour, what happens to you? You get a penalty. So if you go 61 to 64 miles per hour, you get a 5-minute penalty for each occurrence. Is that worth it to go a couple mile an hour faster? No. Gosh, y'all need to talk more. Come on. If you go 65 to 69 mile an hour, it's a 10-minute penalty, so you definitely shouldn't be doing that. And if you go 70 or 70 miles per hour, you are disqualified. So we're not going to have any of those problems, right? What is the maximum moving average? It is not too slow, I promise you. What is it? 35. All right. Does everyone know how to look at that data on Gaia so that they know that they're not exceeding it? Yes? Yes.
Talk to somebody.
If you don't, you need to say something and we will help you out, okay?
It's not the same as average speed.
It is not the same as average speed. There is two different metrics here. Moving average and average speed. Moving average only accounts for when you are what? Moving. All right. Average speed is accounting for stop time and everything. So there are two different numbers. Moving average is what you need to be looking at. As far as residential areas, what is the suggested speed to be going through them if it is a dense area and it is close and the houses are close to the road? 25 to 35 depending, right? How many speed zones are on this route? How many?
2.
Nope.
3. 20.
There's 3. And those 3 are very important, especially the first 2. We will be going through a state park and a state forest. There are people camping. There are people out there trying to enjoy a little bit of peace and quiet. So we need to do our due diligence and not be noisy.
No more than 25.
If you exceed 25, someone's going to get pulled over and get a ticket. It happened last year. Don't try it. Yes.
So, just from experience, if you're the guy that's first and goes rolling through, you're not the one that has to deal with the repercussions.
Come up here, you. Come here.
I'm about to fall.
So, Jake has been with us for quite a long time. He has a lot of experience. I'm going to let him talk about this.
So, as one of the slower
Closer
guys
to your mouth.
that's
Closer.
usually in the back, the guys that are up front hauling, you don't get the repercussions. It's the people behind you that get the angry landowner that comes out waving his fist, shaking a gun, whatever. I mean, we are in the hills and hollers of West Virginia. These people don't see 10 cars go down the road. They're about to go see all of you. So please be a good steward. Respect not only the people that live here, but the people that are competing in this with you, that are behind you. So think of somebody other than just going fast.
Thank you for that. That is, I couldn't have said it any better myself. Just be mindful, guys. There are plenty of sections on this route for you to enjoy yourself in a safe manner, okay? There are also sections where you need to really pay attention and be mindful of your fellow human being, okay? These people have to live here. You don't. So be mindful. If we get any phone calls, I'm going to start deducting time, or adding time, excuse me. So
We've gotten one call this year.
we've only gotten one phone call this whole season out of all the events we've done. And that's kind of a big deal for Sean and I. Last year we got several calls, so we don't want a repeat of that, all right? And then Mayor Scott had to hear about it, and I don't want him to have to hear about anything. So let's be mindful. All right, let's talk about helping your fellow rally goer. If you come upon someone and they are in need or they are stopped, what should you do? You should stop and ask them, are you okay? If they say, yes, I'm good, carry on. If they're kind of hesitant, take a minute or two, try to help them out. Here's what we've been doing this season. So if you come upon someone that is in need, if you can prove with a timestamp how long you stopped to help them, we will deduct that time from your total time. So that means you don't lose any time by helping your fellow rally goer. Does that make sense to everyone? I like handing out those time deductions. It's good stuff. The secondary thing to that is it also relieves some of the stress of our volunteers. This year, because we've done so many events, our volunteer team has kind of dwindled a little bit. And I understand it's a lot of events, so if we can relieve some stress from them, that goes a long way. And also helps us allocate resources where they're actually needed. Everyone here should be pretty self-sufficient, right? Yes. All right. So don't be afraid to get out, pull winch line. All right. If you can remedy the situation quickly on your own, please do it. I'd rather not have to call Rich at 2 a.m. in the morning and him have to come get you. All right. You should have the gear to be able to make it through this. All right, what else, Sean?
There's no shame in your game for pulling winch line. You will not break anything by getting out and pulling winch line through an obstacle. So if you try it once or twice, can't get it, just get out and pull the winch line, keep moving. It's a marathon, it's not a sprint. And anything that you can do to take it easier on your own rigs, your rig will thank you at the end of 550 miles.
Let's talk about sprint versus marathon.
So on that note, sprint versus marathon, we've had people that have wanted to approach this as if it was the East Coast version of the Baja 500. 3 times out of 4, they're broken mechanically before 250 miles in. Use your head, mind the speed limits, use some common sense, and exhibit some courtesy to both the local residents, the cities and municipalities and small towns that you're going to go through.
And the state parks.
And the state parks, absolutely. We're trying to establish a better relationship with the state parks.
After last year.
Last year we had a couple run-ins. Really wasn't the fault of anybody that was in the event itself. It was just the perceived nature of how many vehicles went through in a short period of time. So we're trying to build some bridges back, mend some relationships, because the state park side of the tourism industry is very important to us, and it's a huge draw for people that come. So we want to be able to utilize those and exhibit some of the best parts the state has to offer, and in a lot of cases it's in state parks. So just be pretty mindful. Passing protocol, it's a great segue into passing. So there's three ways to notify if you're going to pass. First, get on the radio. What channel are we running? Let me hear it again. Thank you. So you're going to get on the radio. If somebody's behind you, they've got a quicker pace than you do. There's just no question about that. When you can get to a safe place, pull over, let that person pass. If you're the person waiting to pass, wait for a reasonable place for that person to pull over and let you pass. It takes 2 to tango when you pass. If everybody tangos the right way, we don't have any issues. Be mindful of bikes. They do not have comms. They also have louder engines than most people when they're hauling down the trails. Light flashing is going to be your second mode. It's the European horn. You're going to use your lights. Oh, great timing. And,
you timed that, didn't you?
So use your lights, flash your lights, headlights, high beams. If you got some strobes up front, whatever you can do to try to get their attention, that's your second way. And then lastly is going to be a horn. If you happen to have a siren or something else that's quirky like that and it's loud, feel free to use it. That might be the only way the bikes will know somebody's behind them. And if you're on a bike, do a shoulder check every once in a while.
Especially if you don't have mirrors.
Especially if you don't have mirrors. I think most people do. But if you don't,
I don't.
Be considerate of fellow rally goers. Do a shoulder check from time to time. Obviously, when you're not in the middle of a curve, when it's going to affect your ability to ride. But, you guys have been doing this for quite some time. I don't think I need to tell you when you need to do the shoulder check, but do a shoulder check just to keep it safe for everybody. Wanted to touch on the food drive. Thank you guys so much. We made that announcement last minute. Wasn't sure what kind of reception we'd get with it. We filled up 2 tables worth of food. So everybody give yourselves a big round of applause for that. And there's still time. So if you end up making a wrong turn or two, or you get stuck out there somewhere, well, there's convenience stores and gas stations along the way that have non-perishable food items. If you pick 3 up, you just turn it in at the end of lap 1 or at the finish, as long as it's not covered in mud, we will give you that 30-minute time deduction. That will stay here locally to the REACH Family Resource Center here in Hinton. They don't even know it's coming yet, so it's going to be a nice little surprise that we're going to have when this thing's all said and done to hand over 2 tables worth of food. So, there's more than one way to impact local communities. It's not only with your dollars, it's also with your generosity. So thank you guys so much for answering that call.
Let me talk about curves real quick. You mentioned curves.
And I want to give it to Jet to talk about curvy figures.
Nice. So there are plenty of curves out there, right? What do you not do in a blind curve? Go in the inside or cut it short. I almost head-on 2 side-by-sides when I was pre-running in the middle of the week. You guys are going out on the weekend, so what does that mean? There's a lot more opportunity to make a mistake or have something happen, right? It's not worth that half a second for you to go to the inside of the corner and apex it just right and kick it out sideways and have fun. So use your heads, guys. What about blind crests? Does everyone know what a blind crest is? On the top of a hill you can't see? Okay. It is not a jump, Clayton. All right. So now that we have that out of the way, let's talk about safety. Or
I want to talk about starting order.
we'll do that after.
Okay.
All right. So tomorrow, once we start the event, the participant chat will be turned off to where only rally ops, which would be Sean, myself, Karen, and Jennifer, can relay information. So if you have an issue, who is the first person you should call? Not Ghostbusters. Who are you supposed to call? Jennifer or Karen, right?
Does everybody have their number?
Does everyone have their number saved in your phone?
Raise your hand.
Raise your hand if you do not. Okay, so in the participant briefing, because everyone got the participant briefing, right? What section is it? Section 1. In section 1, their phone numbers are listed. Please save them. If you have you're stuck, or there's a wreck, or there is some type of issue, mechanical failure, something like that, that information needs to be relayed to Karen and Jennifer, okay? And then we will dispatch the correct resources to deal with that issue. As far as communicating with your fellow rally goers, that is what your what is for. Radio. Your radio. Let's talk about radio chatter. When you start tomorrow, the only communications that should be coming across that radio is what? Rally specific comms, meaning, hey, there's a car coming. Hey, I need to go around you. Hey, there's a tree down. And then what should you say after that? At what mile marker? What mile marker, right? Does everyone like the waypoints that I added in with mile markers? Does that help you guys? Okay, cool. So that was a big improvement that was suggested by the gentleman who owns Lead Nav. He is a professional navigator, and he helps run a lot of motorsports events, especially in the desert. So I want to give a big shout out to Damien from Lead Nav on that. But mile markers are important. So whenever you are relaying information to either rally goers or Jen and Karen, you need to say mile marker and the issue. Okay. Hope that works out for you guys. I think it will. In the past, what we'd had you guys do is copy and paste GPS coordinates, and then sometimes that can get a little messy. So hopefully the mile marker thing works a little better. I won't fault you if you say the mile marker or you relay the mile marker and also the GPS coordinates. The more information, the better. But definitely at least the mile marker. I'm gonna hand it back over to Sean.
So tomorrow morning, does everybody know what time we're starting? You guys are quiet tonight.
Man, y'all are quiet.
Excited for this thing tomorrow, or are we just... All right. So 8 a.m. And first off the line is going to be what?
UTVs.
Side-by-side / UTVs. Then we're going to do Motos, and then we're going to do Fullsize. So this is a little bit of an experiment for us. As you guys know, we're always tweaking events. We're always listening to feedback after other events, looking at how other events performed. So we've had issues with side-by-sides catching up to Motos. Now we want to see if Motos catch up to side-by-sides. So this is an experiment.
No pressure.
Yeah, it's just an experiment for us to see what our proper starting order should be to minimize the chance of bottlenecks and class interactions when you're out there on the trails. So just the couple people would ask why we change things up. That's why, because we need data, and we don't get data without trying stuff. So that's what we're going to do. So side-by-side start at 8. That's A class. And
B
then,
and C.
And then B, and then C, if we have any of those. And then Moto will be A and B, and then C if we have any of those. And then Fullsize will be after that. Now, depending on the number of actual entrants that we've got, we base the start times based upon who registered. Obviously, we have a lot of vitals sitting up here on the table unclaimed. So we may escalate or compress the timeline in which we release tomorrow morning. You guys all know your number. It would help me out in the morning when I'm calling everybody up if you kind of try to stage in a sequential order. Where are we staging?
By the way.
Right here where you guys park for tech. So that's where we start in the morning. Start lines right
that way.
Sorry, start lines at that end. Sorry, we switched it up this year. Start line's going to be at that end of the street over there. So if you're lower,
going which direction?
Right. So lower numbers on that end of the street, higher numbers back here towards the market. That'll help me. That'll help everything else go smoother in the morning, and we can get you guys all out on a 30-second stagger.
Breakfast.
Is it the Kiwanis pancakes?
Yes.
So
burritos.
Burritos?
Yeah.
So the local Kiwanis.
7 a.m.
7 a.m. We'll have breakfast burritos that they'll be serving right here at the corner of the building over here. The gentleman in the hat over there, underneath the American flag. He's going to be your burrito man in the morning. And so
I don't think he is, but whatever.
So everybody come up with a little bit of cash and help them out and support a
they take cards
organization here. With your kindness and generosity. Okay. Just be careful how many burritos you eat, because you will be in the vehicle for at least 13 to 15 hours. Oh, breakfast tacos.
There we go.
Okay, breakfast tacos. I stand corrected. So a little bit better than burritos for that long-term haul in the vehicles. I don't.
Hey, do you take cash or card or both?
Cash. It's cash only?
Cash only.
So treat it like a cash bar, okay? On the vine, how much will they be?
Well, we're kind of doing.
Come on up. Breakfast deserves its own little part of the driver's meeting.
It's important.
Most important meal of the day, right?
That's right.
All right. Thank you, everybody, for being here. We really appreciate it.
Close to your mouth.
Okay. Thank you all for being here. We really appreciate it. We actually partnered with the local business, El Azteca Mexican restaurant. So we'll have breakfast tacos, bacon, egg, and cheese, potato, egg, and cheese. We're going to have drinks, water, coffee.
Is Chloe, is she in the restaurant still?
I'm sorry.
Chloe,
$5.
Can you go grab her?
Coffee of your choice.
Or
2 for $10. Same deal. So that's what we'll have. Come on out, and we'll be ready to go.
7 a.m., right?
7 a.m. You can come a little early, even 6:30. They're all pre-wrapped, ready to go. Not a mess. It'll be easy to pack with you if you want. So come on out. We'll have it ready.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Andrew Clayton.
Singing.
Andrew Clayton. You got Clayton.
All right, so while we're waiting on someone to come join us here on the stage, I want to introduce you to a good friend of mine, Mr. Clayton. He does some really cool stuff for veterans. Clayton, tell us all about it.
All right, so I'm Clayton Yantis. I'm from Central Illinois. I am the executive director for a national nonprofit for veterans. We operate in 43 states. It's called the Fallen Outdoors. I have the black and gold Pro XP over here, the Fallen Outdoors wrap. But if you're a veteran in the crowd and you want to go to Florida and shoot stingrays, or if you want to go to Alaska and do caribou hunts, it's a giant network all across the country. You just have to join the pages. We have roughly 500 to 600 staff members, kind of depend on the year and how volunteers want to work. But last year alone, we took out a little over 6,000 veterans, and that changes year to year. I think 3 years ago, we took out 9,000. So if you look us up, we have 4 regional pages. It's just the Fallen Outdoors Midwest, East Coast, West Coast, and you can join all 4 pages and go on any trip you can get yourself on. So thanks everybody for coming.
She didn't know this, but I'm going to have her talk real quick. So this is my good friend Chloe. She's been in there slinging a lot of food out of the market, and they're doing a very special thing for you guys tomorrow night. So whenever you come back after lap 1 or you come back after you finish, come see Chloe. Chloe, tell us what you're going to do for us.
So tomorrow night I'll have a slightly limited menu. I won't be doing the pizzas or salads because it'll just be me in the kitchen, but I'll keep up with it. Just be patient. You were all wonderful and patient with us tonight. We're really glad you're here. But yeah, I'll have the menu posted. I think, Jed, you also have a copy of the menu.
Shared it. Yep.
Yeah.
We shared it.
But if you have a dietary restriction or something, let me know. I'll make it work. But yeah, real glad you're all here.
Thank you.
Thank you, Chloe. So yeah, please guys, take advantage of that. That's a first for us to partner directly with a restaurant. So Let's make it to where she doesn't regret staying open late. Let's make it worth her time. They're amazing. They always take care of us, so we really appreciate that. All right, so we've covered safety, we've covered communications, we've covered passing, covered several things, and I think my wife has some more things for us.
This is Rally Mom's request. This is how Life 360
All
has
right,
been changed.
so your Life 360 name. This is extremely important. This is the format that you need to label yourself in Life 360. So go to your settings and into your name. It needs to be your class. So if you're like Moto, and then your number, and then hyphen, and then your first name. And that's it.
All in the first name.
All in the first name. Delete your last name out, please.
You can save your last name.
Code?
Yes, I'll get you added in, Jason. All right, so one more time. In Life 360, in your first name line, it needs to be your class, so if Moto or UTV or Fullsize, then your number, and then hyphen, and your first name.
Last name's required in the app.
Last name is required. Okay, so you can keep your last name. My apologies.
And then your picture.
And then you need to change your profile picture in the app to a picture of your vinyl number, please, as well.
If anyone needs, some people need to get into the chat.
And
Life 360
who is not in Life 360, raise your hand. Okay, you need to come see Sean or I after this. We will get you dialed. If you are not in Signal, raise your hand. If you're not in the Signal Messenger group, which is extremely important, raise your hand. All right, we'll get you dialed in, Jason, and a few other folks. Come see Sean or I up here after this.
Who doesn't have their vinyl?
Who does not have their vinyl? Raise your hand. I want you to go ahead and start making your way up here over to the table, and Adam, with his hand up, will take care of you. So come over here and get your numbers.
Let me talk about the
t-shirts.
So speaking of vinyls, you're going to have 3 vinyls total. The 2 nice colorful placards go on either side of the vehicle. Then you're going to have a third, which is going to be the media tag. The media tag needs to go as high up on your windshield as possible, whether it's a side-by-side, full-size, or moto. So that's the 3 places for the vinyls. Does everybody understand where they go? Does everybody that's got their vinyls have 3 vinyls?
To get rid of the last name.
Copy that.
Tell everyone.
Yeah, keep the last name.
Keep your last name in Light 360. It was my fault. I didn't mean to delete it. Yes.
On Signal, is there a code we need?
Yes. We'll get you added. Don't leave before getting added. What was your?
We have a few t-shirts.
All right. So t-shirts. So those of you that did not pre-order a t-shirt, we have printed extra. They will be available at the depot.
No, they're here.
Excuse me. Wait. They are right here, actually. And if you want to get one, you need to come see us.
And if you already ordered,
And if you already ordered one, those are down at the depot. So if you want to buy one, we have them here. And if you already ordered one, they're down at the depot.
And if we don't have your size, we will make a list.
If we don't have your size, we'll make a list and print more. So Jennifer, raise your hand. Jennifer is taking care of shirts. And Max. All right, so let's talk about after the event. Listen up, guys. Listen up. Focus. So we really, really, really would appreciate if everyone came to the reception. We do some really fun awards, and you have to be present to receive them. I have some really cool trophies. So definitely come join us on Sunday from 1 to 3 at the depot. Again, you have to be present to win. We will be serving all beef hot dogs and my wife's lovely homemade chili. It's really good stuff.
I'll be toasting buns.
And Sean will be toasting the buns. All right. Questions? Yes, sir.
Wasn't clear if the motor start time would be moved up. Like if all the UTVs left by 8:30, could motor start at 8:30 instead of 9?
I will have some offset from that. So the question was, will the moto start time or any of the start times be a hard start time? Typically the answer is yes, but if you want to be a little early, in case we do start people early, I would encourage that. We will relay that information in the group chat. So as of current, I'm going to go ahead and let you guys know that stuff. So we have 114 vehicles present as of current. We'll have a couple more show up tomorrow. So 72 motorcycles, 20 UTVs, and 22 full-size. So this is the year of the motorcycle, as we've said before. So UTVs, you'll be out and on course in about 10 minutes total. So that would put us at about 8:10 or 8:12, depending on as long as everything goes smoothly. So motorcycles, it might not be out of the realm of question to start you guys around 8:45. So motorcycles, if you want to be early, it might be a good thing. For motorcycles, it'll take us about 36 minutes to get all of you guys off the start line. So that'll put us at about 9:30 something. So full size, if you guys want to be a little early too, that might be a good idea. Everyone should be here anyway. Why? Because you should be getting tacos. Tacos are important. All right. Any more questions? Yes, sir.
Flashers like the last rally?
Yes. Chase lights are mandatory. If you do not have one, Walmart sells bicycle lights that are a good stand-in for a chase light. We highly recommend it because it's going to be foggy because of all the humidity. I don't think dust is going to be a problem, but fog will be a problem. So we definitely want to have chase lights. Questions? I can't see hands. I'm blind. Anybody else? Yeah. Yes. So when you come back into town after lap 1, you are allowed to stop and get gas as you see fit. So if you need to deviate off course to get fuel coming back into town, that is permissible. However, out on course, there are several fuel stops on course, so you shouldn't have to deviate off course to get fuel. If you notice on lap 2, I specifically tracked a deviation off of what would make sense to go get fuel in Sophia, West Virginia at the Go Mart. Why did I go to Go Mart? Because it's 24/7. So you always be able to get fuel there. Other questions? Everybody good? All right. If you have not gotten your number or if you want to get a t-shirt, make sure to come up. Yep, question? Yes, you're allowed to park and stage stuff at the depot area. There are several gravel lots. And you're also able to park along the tree line down below the depot, kind of facing the railroad tracks, but do not go down onto CSX property because they will tell you. All right, good question. So once you finish, you need to stop your recording on Gaia or whatever navigation system you're recording your track on, and you need to save it. And then you need to export the GPX. And email it to me. Save, and then export. The other thing you need to do is, in the subject line of your email, you need to put your class number, and your first initial of your name and last name. Make sense? Cool. Questions?
We now have only 3X left.
We only have 3XL size shirts left.
But we will take
orders and information if you want a shirt.
And then shipping will
and we'll
be
ship
very
it
minimal. We'll calculate that based on how many that you get.
Can you track with Onyx instead of Gaia?
Yeah. If you are not comfortable tracking in Gaia, I will accept an Onyx file as well, but it has to be a exported file. I cannot accept a link. Okay, we need to save the file and then export it to me. Cool. Questions? All right, guys. I have held you guys up for quite a long time. I really appreciate you all being here. It means the world. We'll see you guys Sunday, right? Sunday at 1 to 3. Y'all have a safe rally, and we will see you in the morning. Get some rest. Thank you.